Yo, what is up, guys? It is Soda here, and welcome back to another Madden 15 Ultimate Team video. And today I am here for a little bit of a team update. And someone asked it, Becker, down in the comment section from last video. You suggested this, and I'm gonna give it to you. You have something turned on, by the way, where I can't reply to your comments. So this is kind of a I'm making a video out of it, and plus I have not done a team update in a while, so I figured I'd do it. Might as well start at the quarterback position with my team of the week, Aaron Rodgers card. So I'm not going to go too in-depth with these players, but it should still be a good, pretty decent long video, kind of hoping to show every position off, and show them off to their entirety, and show why I picked these players. So first off, let's start off at the quarterback position. Like I said, team of the week, Aaron Rodgers at the quarterback position. He is a 91 overall card, and I really like him. He is a good card in basically everything. You can compare him to my old quarterback, Derek Carr, and he just blows Derek Carr away in everything, except for speed, which hurts a little bit, and elusiveness, but that's not really a huge deal. He is still a mobile quarterback, or mobile to my standards at least, and that's what matters. And as you can see, everything else, throw power, throw short, throw medium, throw deep is 90. First decent, like, deep throwing quarterback I've had this whole season was Lux. Yeah, Lux is... But, so yeah, I mean, Aaron Rodgers, a very good, quarterback to do a little bit of everything. So, yeah, so is there any hidden stats? I haven't seen everything on this. I mean, it's just basically your typical, very good, above average quarterback, and what you want. Now, running back is a more complicated position for me. I kind of do run both of these backs. I mean, I have DeMarco Murray slotted at the 1, but I actually like this Denard Robinson more. Even though, you see Denard Robinson a speed back here. He is not a trucking back, but with his strength, which let me try to get to strength. As you can see, Denard Robinson actually doesn't have that high strength either. I forget, it's some stat, but he seems to always be falling forward, and it is crazy what it does. It's just amazing. Neko, we'll get back to your reply as soon as I'm done filming this video. But Denard is the definition of a speed back. Murray is more well-rounded, but he seems to fumble a lot more than Denard. And Denard just can break free a lot easier, especially since trucking's basically useless this year in Madden. So that's what's going on in the running back. 287 overall elites. Just fullback real quick. Football Outsider Tyler Klutz. Your base fullback does pretty good at everything. I like the speed. That's one of the main reasons why I got this card, and it was cheap. Which is another thing important to me, because it's not like I have millions of coins. I've never had millions. So let's go in the wide receivers now. Let's start off with Danny Amendola at my 1 slot. Compare him against Demaryius Thomas. Danny Amendola is kind of my possession receiver, which I like usually my best overall receiver to be number 1 in almost all cases. And he does look like a number 1 receiver, being able to do everything well, but not really excelling in it. He's just your basic, very good receiver, and I'm glad to have him on my team actually, because he does... I don't see acceleration on here. He has 97 acceleration, so that's very good. And then strength also goes up 3. So he has... Did I pass it? Yeah. And he has 54 strength. Not that strength really matters in wide receivers, even though it does a little bit. And then the number 2, I have base elite Demaryius Thomas. He's kind of my speed receiver. And he's very good. I love running slants with him in the middle. I don't know why, it just seems to work really well with him, even though his route running is not the best in 87, but I highly recommend this card. Very good card. Very underrated. I recommend you pick him up. Julio Jones here as my number 3 in the slot. He's not your typical slot receiver, but he's a good receiver, I'll tell you that much. He's pretty good at everything, I mean, I love his spec catch sitting there at 92. 95 release. He really, I mean, that kind of does make for a good slot receiver. I mean, the catch in traffic could be better. Same with route running. but that really doesn't matter to me, you know, because it seems like route running doesn't mean as much this year as it used to, and catching traffic I can deal with 87. It's not like I've ever really had that good of a team in Madden. Let's go to the offensive line, which I'm going to make quick. I just usually like picking well-balanced players, so I'm going to look at run block and pass block. That's all that matters. 95 run block, 88 pass block for Costanzo. Levitri, base gold. He has 91 pass block, 86 run block. You can see that I like having a little mix here. I don't like having one be too good. For Pouncey, 89 run block, 88 pass block. So that's good. Chester, Chris Chester? Yeah, Chris Chester. Yeah, pass 87 run block, 91 pass block. And then Gazder Charles has the least well-rounded with only a 79 run block, but a 92 pass block. So impact block does matter too, but just for the sake of keeping this video as short as it can be, I'm not going to go over that. So Jordan Cameron, Jason Morrow are my two tight ends I use, actually. Both are good. I mean, it looks like Jason Morrow is the better player here, but for me, it is insane how well Jordan Cameron does. Putting him on the typical routes that I like putting, you know, tight ends on, like little, like slants, or maybe, you know, what is it called? Like a little, flat, or, you know, just routes like that, corner routes. Jordan Cameron just seems to be really good at those and making yards after the catch. And Jason Morrow, usually he put him at the seams to try to take advantage of his speed. So, yeah, that's all I'm really going to talk about with tight ends. Not really much to talk about. And I do have to leave a lot of time for the defense. Defense wins championships. This is a good defense. So let's start off with cornerback number 1, Richard Sherman. Becker, you were also asking about this. How did I get him? A lot of saving up coins and buying bundles. And he is a beast. Like, he is an amazing cornerback. I do not really see anybody getting completions onto that side to the field, and I don't really see completions on the other side as well with Byron Maxwell, the Super Bowl elite 93 overall. He's very good. He has like 52 catching, but it feels like it's a lot more than that. He does not really drop many picks. Yeah, 52 catching. But he does not drop very many picks, and I don't know. I mean, why not use him? He is that good of a player, and obviously I do have the Lob Squad. So it is important I have Byron Maxwell in the Lob Squad. Jeremy Lane in the number 3. This is a good, well-rounded cornerback. Let's go to his stats. He's going to see pretty good speed stats. Everything he has pretty good. I wish his zone coverage was a little better, but you know, you got to take what you got with the Seahawks. I probably could have got another Richard Sherman or something bad, but I wanted it to be different players. So I figured I might as well go with the Jeremy Lane. Plus, he's really cheap, and his catch, he seems to catch everything. So I don't know why. The catching stats seem really weird with defensive players this year. I don't know why. It seems like some of the times people that have really high catching don't really catch. And it seems like people that have really low catching can catch. All three of my cornerbacks can catch very well, though. So that's good. Mario Williams is my right end. He is, you know, pretty good overall and everything. A finesse move player. He's what I like. I like having my ends be pass rushers. I really love pass rushers in general. Left end, I'm just gonna go with Reggie White. Everyone has him for the week, so I'm actually gonna go to Charles Johnson, wherever he is. Where is Charles Johnson? There he is. Because he's my typical starting left end, and obviously Reggie White destroys him. But Charles Johnson, whew, he's a underrated card, I think, for 86 overall, base elite, 94 power move, 83 block shed is not the best, but overall, he is a good, you know, defensive end, and try to, you know, I don't know, take advantage of it. Jeremiah Ratliff is my number 1 D tackle, and he is a very good D tackle at that. He is more of a run player, I guess is what you can say, but he does still make a lot of good plays for me in the pass game. I actually pulled him at a pack way back when, beginning of the year, 110-2015. So he is a very good defensive tackle, but who might be better is a Stephen Pea. He is like an amazing pass rusher. This Pea, I have no idea how he's so good. He's an amazing pass rusher. Like, he gets sacks consistently and constantly for me, and it's amazing. So let's go into the safeties now, because this is going a lot longer than I thought. We got Earl Thomas III in the #1 spot for free safety. You know, pretty good at everything. Lob squat, I had to get an Earl Thomas. I obviously could not get the 96 one, way too expensive. So this is what I got, and he is a good player, good zone coverage. Man coverage is very good for a safety still. Tackling could be better. Well, hit power kind of shafted him on that one, but still very good in the passing game. And that's, I think, one of the most important parts about safeties. And obviously, run game is important too, but most people do pass in MUT, so that's something that you have to focus on, kind of. But Cam Chancellor does take care of the run game and the pass game very well. So Cam Chancellor lays the boom with the 94 hit power. You know, man coverage 65. That's not good. Zone coverage is 85. That's not very good either, especially for an 89 overall elite item that cost me like however many coins it was. Either one of the safeties cost 90k, one of them was 30k, the other was 60k. So no matter what, I don't know. I mean, it's a good card, very good. The catching is not the best on this card, it says, but again, he makes a lot of picks for 63 catching. It feels like it's more like in the 70s or maybe the low 80s. So, let's finish this up real quick. Gerald Hodges, probably the next person I'm going to be upgrading on my team, because he makes plays, but he's not really that great. So I'm not really going to focus on him. He's pretty good, but nothing really that special. Connor Barwin, on the other hand, is a special player who makes... I love his speed. I love his catching. His catching, I believe, is like high 70s. 71. Still pretty good. His zone coverage is decent. He seems to be a good balance in the run game and the pass game. Luke Kuechly, my user player. He has everything I need in a user player. You know, he has the not really that good of a speed, but for some reason I can take advantage of it. I like to pride myself on being a decent user player. So yeah, he's good with that, and most important is the catching. 72 catching, which is very good. I might save up for 95 Kuechly soon just to make that much more of a difference. But you know, I'll see what happens. Here we go in the specialist game. I have that Thomas Morstead punter and Goskowski kicker, who I actually need to be Tucker. But yeah, so Justin Tucker is just pretty much as good as it gets when it comes to kickers. 95 kick power, 91 kick accuracy, really good. Morstead, I think he's about the same thing. 91 kick power, 93 kick accuracy. So he's very good. Long snapper, Jahiri Evans, if that matters. You know, Deshaun Jackson is my wide receiver, punt returner. Amendola is the second, but Deshaun Jackson makes plays there. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. It was fun for me. Hopefully, it's just fun for you guys to watch. Sorry this was so long, but yeah, this is Village signing out. Peace.